In the whodunit wonderland crafted by Rian Johnson, where every clue conceals a twist and every character harbors a secret, the third installment, Wake Up Dead Man, a knives-out mystery, promises to sharpen the franchise's satirical blade to a razor's edge. At the helm, Johnson continues his reign as the modern Agatha Christie, blending razor-sharp dialogue with social commentary that skewers the elite with gleeful precision. But amid the ensemble intrigue, one performer's infectious zeal has stolen the director's spotlight: Glenn Close. Known for her chameleonic turns from Fatal Attraction to The Wife, Close brings a fresh vitality to the series, portraying Martha Delacroix, the steadfast church manager at Our Lady of Perpetual Fortitude in upstate New York. What could have been a supporting cog in the mystery machine has instead become a highlight, thanks to Close's puppy-like enthusiasm that Johnson can't stop raving about. Picture this: a sprawling estate shrouded in fog, eccentric heirs circling like vultures over a poisoned chalice, and Detective Benoit Blanc, Daniel Craig, reprising his drawling sleuth with devilish charm, unraveling the threads. Into this den of deception steps Martha, a beacon of unassuming integrity amid the Thromby clans, or this time the Delacroix dynasty's opulent dysfunction. Close's Martha isn't the typical red herring. She's the moral compass, her no-nonsense demeanor and wry observations providing levity and grounding. From organizing bake sales for the parish to subtly calling out the family's hypocrisies, she embodies the quiet heroism of everyday folk caught in extraordinary scandals. Johnson's script gives her monologues that blend folksy wisdom with biting irony, lines like, "The Lord's got a funny way of sorting the sinners from the saints," usually with a good stiff drink, landing with Close's impeccable timing. Johnson's admiration for Close stems not from her storied resume, 7 Oscar nods, a shelf of Golden Globes, but from her on-set alchemy. When she shows up on set, though, she's not jaded. She's not like an elder statesman. She is like a little puppy that is so excited to do the work, he shared in a revealing chat. At 78, Close defies the trope of the weary veteran. Instead, she's a whirlwind of curiosity, notebook in hand, absorbing every take like a masterclass attendee. This anecdote captures her essence. After wrapping her scenes early one day, Close didn't retreat to her trailer for a well-earned rest. No, she lingered in street clothes, tucked in a corner, eyes wide as she observed a pivotal confrontation between Craig's Blanc and Josh O'Connor's scheming heir. "I remember one day we wrapped her early," Johnson recounted, "and I started shooting a scene with Josh and Daniel. And we were in there blocking the scene and I was backing up and I ran into someone and it was Glenn in her street clothes in the corner. And she had just stuck around. She could have gone home. She has stuck around to watch because she's like, I just want to watch these two actors and see how they approach this scene." And that's Glenn Close. This vignette isn't isolated. It's emblematic of Close's career-long ethos. From her stage roots in Broadway's Sunset Boulevard, where she clawed for that elusive Tony, to voicing Cruella de Vil with malevolent mirth, Close approaches each role as a first love. In Wake Up Dead Man, her preparation was meticulous, shadowing real church administrators, perfecting a subtle upstate twang, and improvising prayer vigils that infused Martha with soulful depth. The result? A character who steals scenes without stealing thunder. Her reactions: a raised eyebrow at a suspect's alibi, a knowing smile during a eulogy, adding layers to the film's puzzle. Johnson, ever the ensemble whisperer, credits her for elevating the group's dynamic. "Glenn's energy is contagious," he notes. "It reminds everyone why we're here, not for the paycheck but for the pure joy of creation." The Knives Out saga itself is a meta-masterpiece, Johnson's brainchild that began with 2019's star-studded original, a box office smash that grossed over $300 million while skewering wealth inequality with velvet-gloved punches. The sequel, Glass Onion, shifted sands to a Greek isle, lampooning tech bros with Miles Bronze, Edward Norton, Elon-adjacent absurdity. Now, Wake Up Dead Man returns to the cozy confines of a New England manse, trading island escapades for ecclesiastical enigmas. The plot? A family patriarch's demise during a charity gala at the church, with suspects ranging from a televangelist nephew O'Connor, to a biotech heiress, possibly Kelly Spaney. Rumors swirl. Blanc arrives incognito as a hymn-singing guest, his twanger-than-ever southern drawl hiding a hurricane of deduction. Close's Martha, as the event's organizer, becomes Blanc's unlikely ally, her insider knowledge of the flock's foibles key to cracking the case. What elevates this entry is Johnson's maturation of the formula. Deeper dives into faith, family, and forgiveness, with Close's arc providing poignant counterpoint. Martha grapples with her own doubts, widowed young, devoted to a congregation that's more viper pit than vine, mirroring the series' theme of facades crumbling under scrutiny. Close infuses her with hard-won grace, drawing from personal reservoirs. Her advocacy for women's rights and animal welfare informs Martha's subtle subversion of gender norms in a conservative setting. Offset, close-mentored younger cast like Spaney, sharing war stories from dangerous liaisons and tips on owning the frame. "She's the godmother we didn't know we needed," a crew member quipped. As production wrapped, Johnson's praise echoed across interviews, positioning Wake Up Dead Man as the trilogy's emotional pinnacle. Netflix's backing ensures global reach, but its close a spark that promises rewatchability. In a franchise built on surprises, her unjaded glee is the truest plot twist. As she eyes another awards run, whispers of supporting actress gold, Close remains focused on the craft. "Acting is about showing up, every time like it's the first," she once said. Johnson agrees. That's the magic making Wake Up Dead Man not just a mystery but a movement. With Close leading the charge, the Knives Out knife twists sharper than ever, carving out space for wonder in a cynical world.